Fuck no. I'm gonna probably gonna fight Hitler just for shits and giggles.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Do you believe hell's actually real though?
What sold me on Christianity is that so I looked at all the other religions and stuff. Let's say you look at Islam, you have Buddhism, you have all these other religions, and there's Christianity. Everything's work based. You have to I was talking to the other guy earlier today. So if you do more good things than you do bad things, then basically you're most likely to go to heaven or whatever the good place is, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, in Christianity, that's literally every religion. There's no say oh, you accept this, or it's you have to follow all these rules and do all the things to get to this paradise or whatever. But in Christianity, it's that you so let's say God, if there's a God, he established all the morals, right? Mm-hmm. Right, and you don't believe you're a good person. I don't believe I'm a good person either. I still on the daily. So he says, do not lie, do not steal. Have you ever lied or stolen? Oh yeah. Okay, so you've broken the law, you're a literal God. In the same way that we see child predators and stuff, we see that as nasty, as reprehensible.
Yeah.
So imagine you were perfect. Imagine how much worse a child predator is. You catch my drift. And it'd be the same with God's let's say a little kid stole a piece of candy or whatever, and then he just died. Let's say Christianity is that. God would still send that kid to hell. That sounds terrible, right?
Yeah.
But if there is a perfect God and he has a perfect system, if you violate that in any way, if there has to be justice, if there's justice, then wrong has got to be wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're literally as equal as Hitler did.
You could be fighting Hitler, but more realistically, y'all be bros in hell. Probably.
So now you're starting to understand a God and a creator, right?
Yeah.
But now, so do you think you're a good person?
I try to be.
You try to be.
Sure.
Have you ever lied?
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen?
You have to say to your
Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah.
What do you call a person that steals?
Thief.
What do you call a person that lies?
A liar.
What are you?
Thief and a liar.
You ever looked at porn? Be real, I have.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you say that's lust? It's you look at a woman with lust kind of thing. I know it's an older word, but
yeah.
Lust. Okay, so a horny, lying stealer.
Yeah.
He's
still gay.
And it's okay, so the Bible says you probably never killed anyone. I hope so.
Right.
So have you ever hated somebody one time I wish my grandma was dead. That's how bad I am.
You can't lie, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it's the Bible says if you wish somebody was dead in your heart, you've committed murder in your heart already.
Listen,
you're
murdering,
horny,
I did a
lying.
representation.
So obviously you're bad, so you deserve to go to hell.
It is bad.
The whole message of Christianity is that God sent his son, Jesus, so he came as a human, so imagine you were Jesus, you're human, right? But he lived a perfect life. So all the temptations you have to do stuff that you know is probably not right, he resisted absolutely every single one of them. And then he died, he took all the sin of the world, he died, lived a perfect life, but then he took all of he was on the cross, and then all of the sin that we had, that's on him. So imagine we were speeding, we broke the law, our buddy, he paid my speeding ticket, okay, I was scot-free. We broke God's law, and then he sent his son to pay the fine. So we're off scot-free. The problem is, you have to accept the gift. You can't just okay, I'm gonna stay in jail. What? You would obviously want to go out of jail, but most people haven't heard the message. Yeah, so it's your judge says, okay, you got a choice to leave or stay here. You'd leave, but nobody's probably ever told you this, at least in depth. Yeah. So,
basically, you're getting charged. You're on trial for murder, everything. And the guy is they're gonna give you the death penalty, basically.
Yeah.
But he's willing to give himself so you don't have to die. He'll die in your place. That he has not committed. He's broken the law. He hasn't done anything. He would go in your place so you don't have to die. He'll die for you. That's what Jesus did for us. Jesus was crucified on a cross, beaten, stabbed, whipped, died for us, so that we have a chance to live in heaven in peace, where it's just amazing. It's eternity that we can just be loved and just together in harmony. Yeah. He died for us. He died in our place. So, because we all deserve death. None of us deserve to go to heaven. We all deserve to burn in hell.
Yeah.
But because of Jesus, we have a choice and an opportunity to go to heaven. He gave us our salvation, and it's our choice if we want to follow it and do our best to want to go to heaven or try to go make it to heaven, or we can just completely ignore it and burn.
Also, you're a W for life. You're a W. So like basically, it's like we've all said, I'm going to accept this gift. Like I'm accepting this gift, and if I want to be with God, since God establishes what's right and wrong, I want to be on the right side, right? Like I'm going to submit to what He says. Like I'm going to follow what He says because if there's a God, I want to be on His good side, and I want to be with Him rather than whatever other else. So that's what we've done. I don't know, like if this like if you hear this like yeah sure logically it makes sense, but I guess it's hard to believe. Yeah. Like in my life personally, I could give you examples like in the Bible it says this, and then in real life, in like history this long ago, it happened like trying to prove to you. But just genuinely in my life, I could say like I prayed for things, and then they came to be. Like there's just so many random instances of me just praying like, can you please like make this certain circumstance happen? It's like I don't have one written down. It's too real for me to say, oh no. And then I look at the other stuff, and it seems it is like it breaks apart. Like this looks the most real. So I don't know if this structurally, like if you would want to go into this, if this is like something that you want to receive, awesome. Like let me know. But if not, I really urge you to like really look into stuff like this because you have everything to gain. Like let's say and nothing to lose. Because if you die, then you die. But if you die thinking there's nothing and like there's a God and stuff, you're fricked. Yeah. So think about it. You got anything to say? Just like in general?
Good message.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's really good what you're doing. I understand it. I respect it. And I'll definitely look into it.
You're a W.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. What's your name?
Jay.
Jay? Mason?
Elijah.
Jeffrey.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
You're such a W. Like the Spiderman, I loved it. That's what attracted us here.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to go out in like an actual suit and mask, and I like to make kids' days. It's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
We don't mean to hold you up from your friends.
No, you're good.
Okay, so like, we really appreciate it because the amount of like hate we get and stuff. Like, I feel. Let me tell you on this too. Like, the amount of hate I get just for once I was holding the Bible earlier, people immediately like there's this girl, where there's this guy who's like said whatever. Yeah. Like, lightning from my fingertips. Like direct quote. Yeah. It's like I hate you. I'm gay. Die.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
I feel like there's way too much hate for it to be false, or at least it seems a bit much. So, hey, we appreciate it.